Some of us have climbed the corporate ladder while others follow. Some of you have located your calling as vocation. With dreams of healing nations through the feeling of Jesus in the souls that echo hollow, a stay-at-home parent leading your children in the path that they should go, or working hard behind a desk, digging your nails in the concrete, just holding on to tomorrow, whether you're black, white, or any color in between. Publicly recognized with no ability to hide when you step outside, or working hard behind the scenes, holding it all together like the verve of a heartbeat. In some measure, in some capacity, whether you use it sporadically or nomadically in times of great distress and tragedy, or bringing others together to express life happily, we all have influence. Because no matter your position, there's someone who follows you. They watch you silently at times to measure your follow-through. You are a leader that can lead where you are and be heard. See, you don't have to be publicly speaking, reverberating through speakers to spread the gospel or an encouraging word. Influential people encourage every chance that they get. Noticing an influx of people being drawn to you is one way to measure it. Influential people are problem solvers, and they lead people through productive change. Not just yelling out instructions, but modeling the methodology. See, from Moses to Joshua, from Elijah to Elisha, Barnabas poured into Paul, to Timothy and Titus, Paul gave his all. They are the reason you're sitting here listening to me, and I can do what I do. See, from these leaders, we're all benefiting from their guidance. Influential people are not out making excuses. They confront issues head on, and they chart out the path first. They've counted the costs and implemented the plan and weeded out the faults. They invest in people with how they care. They cultivate and challenge to bring out others' best. The Great Commission says to go and make disciples, not beat people down with our own convictions and twisted diction from Bibles. Influential leaders have colored the pages of history. They've lived lives dedicated to eradicating the color lines. Leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr. He had influence bred from a deep sense of conviction, not knowing all the answers, but just that something is wrong, that there has to be something better was the prediction in his song. He didn't have all the answers, but knew that his current situation was comparable to an infectious cancer, eating away at humanity, because great leaders are trailblazers. They endure the cuts and the thorns from the overgrown brush of oppression. Great leaders know they can only lead others where them themselves are willing to go. In their chest beats the resounding thud of a heartbeat descending into being the least. They know that every person alive is covered in mud, but below lives a masterpiece. See, leaders serve through kenosis, emptying themselves out, because leadership is an investment where your return you may never see. See, great leaders know that there is no greater love than laying down their lives for another. There's really only one formula you need, because if one person led one person for a year, and then the next year you both went out and did the same, by the end of year 3, there'd be 8. Year 4, 16. Year 5, 32. By year 20, there'd be 524,288. The leader who reproduces himself in others has the greatest influence in the world. See, we're all here because one man had a vision and took a leap of faith. So if you're standing at the cliff of your call and contemplating the jump, lean into the fear and don't ever give up, because your influence is a product of endured success, because your leadership is influencing generations one after the next. So it doesn't matter what you do, nor where you originate. All that matters is where you're going and that there are others that you're willing to take. You are a leader in some capacity, so what's causing you to wait? Recognize this before another opportunity is missed to turn around and notice the people that are waiting on you to get up and show them the way.